So what's happening, guys? This pre-workout's going to gear you up and shoot you out like a bat out of hell. So jumping right into this, if you're new to the channel, my name is David. This is my Mission to Muscle. We're going to go over ingredients on this pre-workout so you know what the hell you're putting in your body, and then we're going to go over the effects. If you like stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. So jumping right into this, New Hype sent me about 5 different products. It was a nootropic, a fat burner, a pump formula, the pre-workout, and another nootropic. So today we're going to review their pre-workout, which is called Psychic Warfare. There it is right there. The flavor on this thing is tastes like candy. And it's an excellent flavor. It really is. They did a really good job on the flavoring on this thing. So we're going to put the ingredient profile right in front of me, and then we're getting to the effects on this sucker. So right on top here, we have 20 servings. 1 scoop supposed to be 21.2 grams, and it's about 22.3, 0.4, kind of fluctuated, give or take. So it's right in there. You don't need a scale. Just flat level scoop it, throw it in. And calories are 23. That's probably because of the flavoring and the carbs. We got about 5.7 grams of carbs. No fat. I don't know why they list this, but vitamin A, vitamin C, and calcium are 0, and sodium is 0 as well. But we have some magnesium and some potassium. Magnesium at 200 milligrams, potassium at 200 milligrams. Magnesium is going to help to relax the muscles after a contraction because it blocks calcium when it's needed to be blocked, when the signals are fired down to the muscle to disengage, or the eccentric motion of the muscle there. Then we have potassium at 200 milligrams. This sends signals across the cell membranes of the muscle to actually engage the contraction and follow through with it. So good ingredients. Then there are also hydration ingredients as well. Then we got Psychic Blend, 470 milligrams. We got lion's mane extract at 250 milligrams. This is a nerve growth factor increaser in the brain, which is a protein that helps with the creation and the repair of neurons. So it's going to help with cognitive function and focus. Then we got L-theanine at 200 milligrams. This increases alpha brain waves in the brain, which is a dialed down sense of feeling there, of awareness, to where you can focus and concentrate. That's why it's in sleep formulas. Dials down the brain, so it slows down your thought process and everything to a certain degree. So when you couple this with other ingredients as far as energy and other nootropics, it's supposed to balance out to a nice little thinking and processing type nootropic hit, and it does. Also has some effects on GABA as well. Then we got Heparin A at 20 milligrams. This blocks an enzyme that degrades acetylcholine in the body, so it's going to keep acetylcholine elevated for more cognitive function, focus, and actually contractions, because choline is used for energy in the muscles as well. Then we got a Warfare blend. It's 833 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams. This is an adenosine blocker. This blocks adenosine. So adenosine, if it gets to the receptor, it makes us groggy, can make us tired. So this wipes that out, so it wakes you up. And then this also has the ability to help release calcium during training or during exercise for contractional capability as far as the strength. Then we have Juglin Regi extract at 200 milligrams. This has a PEA backbone, so it works like phenethylamine as far as when it comes in and hits. It works on the TAR1, TAR2 receptors, and increases dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. And it's also a MAO inhibitor. So this blocks an enzyme that actually degrades those catecholamines, so it keeps them elevated for a longer period of time. Then we got Eria Jarensis at 180 milligrams. This is another ingredient with a PA backbone, so it works like phenethylamine. Not as strong on the hit, but lasts longer than phenethylamine or the regular PEA. And this increases dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine in the brain. DMHA, or the Juglins, is a stimulatory hit, so it has a stimmed effect to it, but Eria really doesn't. It's a mild type stim hit, if anything. Then we got dicaffeine malate at 100 milligrams. This is a slow-acting caffeine, so that's going to be 70-75%. So we'll just say it's 70 milligrams extra of caffeine, and this is a slow-acting caffeine to where it kind of fades away after 5-6 hours, but initially, when this kicks in, it's going to kick in with everything else here, and about 40 or 30% of that amount, the 70 milligrams, is going to kind of come in quick. And then the remaining is what's going to last and keep you going come off the workout pretty well, the pre-workout. Then we have synephrine at 50 milligrams. This is a beta-2 agonist, receptor agonist. So this antagonizes the beta receptors in the fat cells, which are supposed to release fat. So it actually manipulates them, plays with them, and causes them to release more fatty acids than normal, which in turn, it kind of messes with the processes in the system. It activates second messengers in the body, and it has a bit of an adrenaline spike to it. Not super stim. It's considered a non-stim stimulation effect on synephrine, but the adrenaline response for some people can spike blood pressure and increase the heart rate. Then we have yohimbine, HCl at 3 milligrams. So this is an alpha-2 agonist. So this aggravates or antagonizes the alpha-2 receptors in the fat cells, which are supposed to store fat. This has more of an effect as it aggravates that cell because it's causing the alpha receptors to do something that's abnormal to what they normally would do. So this causes an adrenaline kick, causes a norepinephrine hit, an epinephrine hit. It creates an energy response, and also it's going to initiate, of course, fat mobilizing, which is going to initiate CAMP, GAMP, or GMP, GCMP, and then it's going to also activate protein kinase A. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. Then we have muscle endurance blend, 4,200 milligrams. Beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. This is going to be for the itching and scratching and the tingling. More reps, more sets in the gym because it buffers the metabolite hydrogen, which allows you to push through so it doesn't build up in the muscle. Then we have taurine at 1 gram. Taurine is one of my favorite ingredients. Hydration. It's got cognitive function benefits as far as health-wise. It removes toxins out of the brain. It helps with cramping. It helps with the heart. It helps with endurance because it helps with blood flow. A ton of benefits with taurine. Love that ingredient. Then we had a hydration blend of coconut water powder at 1 gram. Coconut water powder has some fiber in it that is going to pull toxins out of your intestinal tract. So it's not the fiber that's you're going to find normally. It's a different type of fiber than the soluble and the insoluble fiber. So it just kind of passes through, pulling out waste and toxin out of your intestinal tract. It also has lauric acid in it, which helps with inflammation. And it has medium chain triglycerides in it that is going to help with energy production. So, and the metabolism as well. Then we have the magnesium and the potassium. We're done. Hopefully I got through that 7 minutes. Not bad. We'll get into the effects on this new hype, psychic warfare. How did it do? So first, I want to start off by saying this is a stim and nootropic hit that is going to last you for 5 to 7 hours, depending on your tolerance. And what happens is the stimulatory effect drops before the nootropic effect. The nootropic effect just kind of comes off. You come off of this real easy. The second thing I want to dive into is the yohimbine, because some people are concerned with that as far as the effects. I had no negative effects from the yohimbine whatsoever. So you're going to be fine if you're sensitive to alpha yo or your yohimbine. You don't even notice it because your body's just going. your body just it's a what do they say? Like a rat up a drain pipe. I mean, it gets to a point where it's just pooh, you're ready to go. Okay, we'll break this down here. Make it simple. We're gonna break it down: the energy, the focus, the mood, and then the pumps. So energy, beta-alanine first. Beta-alanine drops in about 10 minutes. It's a medium level beta-alanine hit, not too high, and you lose it. Trust me, you don't even know if it's there anymore after about 15-20 minutes, because that's when everything kicks in. 15-20 minutes. I'm not even going to say it slaps you, it backhands you. 15-20 minutes, the energy kicks and it just starts to build. And when it kicks in, it's that anxious energy. It's this, when it's coupled with the cognitive function and the focus and the mood, it's this driven forward drive. So you get that anxious, like vibration, kind of like if you're not moving, if you're sitting around, you're just like anxiously like, okay, I got to do something type thing. So it hits in really fast, really hard, and peaks, I'd say right around 45 minutes. So you have about 30 minutes of that to the peak and another 30 minutes to where that high end anxious energy fades away and then drops into a smooth energy that is high level. I mean, I'm not even going to say it's medium high, because this thing will sustain you. If you get into the gym 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you're going to be energized and training on this energy for 2 hours before it just starts to kind of drop a little bit. But like I said, this thing lasts for a long period of time. When it drops, you're stimmed still for those other 3 hours or whatever, how long it's going to hit you. The focus comes in. We'll get into the focus. We'll get into the focus and the mood. The focus and the mood come in at 15, 20 minutes. The focus comes in with this dialed in, clear alert type focus to it, with a mood that it starts off with a positive thought process. So this is euphoric. This is not dancing euphoric, but this is positive euphoric, happy euphoric. You feel good on this thing. You can have things falling apart around you, and if you're going to the gym or whatever, you just forget. You don't care. You can have people doing stuff around you. You don't give a crap. You're just the drive and the positivity and how this thing comes together. You're just forward driven. So much so that this nootropic, when it finally drops in with the alert awareness into it, the clarity into it, you don't feel like you're in a nootropic bubble, but you are. It's a medium high to high end hit that you don't really feel it's like that because you kind of feel normal. But what happens is you're so driven forward, you realize you're in a nootropic bubble because you forget what you did 10 minutes ago. I walked out of the gym today, walked upstairs to my place, took my phone out of my bag, my gym bag, sat in the kitchen, was moving forward to get my drinks ready, get my food ready, get my insulin ready, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it struck me, oh crap, did I bring my gym bag up? I totally forgot. I brought my gym bag up, but because I had moved forward in time and that didn't matter anymore with the positive drive, the euphoric feeling, the good feeling, just to keep going forward, it was just like, what the hell? So very, very well-rounded, super high STIM Junkie pre-workout. If you're a STIM Junkie, you're going to love this thing. Pumps on this thing. There's no pumps. The only pumps you're going to get, I got a tight feeling all throughout the day so far. So this is now 6 hours from initially taking it. So I still have a little bit of the nootropic hit in my head. And I still have a tightness, in the muscles and everything. I didn't even work upper body. I'm just feel tight just from the training, from dialing in to the sets, the reps, holding, engaging. This is going to give you a fantastic training session to where you're going to have endurance that's going to be just second to none. You're going to have a ton of endurance, a ton of energy. You're going to take an hour or an hour and a half workout and you're going to cut it down a quarter, because you're just going to be moving and getting shit done and feeling good about it and wanting to be there and enjoying it no matter what torture you put yourself through. So all in all, a fantastic, I give it up to them. I knew about the company, but I wasn't aware of the ingredient profiles, actually really what they did, and the quality profile for a STIM package. No pumps. I know they make a pump formula. I'll be reviewing that. And when I do run that, I will run that on top of this. I'm sure it's designed to go with this. So if you are interested in this and you want pumps as well, then I suggest, because they designed this super well, and I'm sure the pump formula is designed really well to couple with this, to stick with their pump formula as well, just so you don't lose any of the effects that I'm telling you on this thing here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I got to get going and get on with the rest of my day. Once again, new hype, Psychic Warfare. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and we'll see you next time.